When I was in the US back in the 1990s, a lot of people couldn't even pronounce my Chinese name. Z? Zai? 11? Hi, I'm Joe Wang. I'm a comedian who spent half my life in China and the other half in the United States. I've seen what unites us and where we're different. I just feel that in America, the elderly are subjected to a lot of harsh living conditions like running for president. I've seen so many changes all around the world, but especially in China. When I came back to China, I found it has become unrecognizable in so many places.
我们过去50-60年间所发生的变化，可能超过了以前的几千年。
那么它的效率呢，1个小时可以出850盘菜。
Enormously energetic and full of opportunity.
有时候我也会感慨，跟他们一起坐下来感慨，这个我们都没想到会能到现在这样。
One of the best ways to understand that change is through one of our national obsessions. I didn't know there was the stereotype of Chinese being good at math, but come to think of it, the Chinese do have a way with numbers. Take 798. It's a former factory complex, now Beijing's leading arts district. 798 was the place where my comedy club put on my first shows. Rising incomes in China mean people are starting to spend more on culture and entertainment, embracing China's past, experiencing the country's natural beauty, and getting a thrill from how smart ideas are reinventing even the oldest pleasures. In the 1990s, people complained about China copying. That's how it changed now. And there's no better metaphor for this change than 798. When I grew up, people used to greet each other, "Did you eat?" And people really meant it because food was scarce. Now people spend less than 40% of their income on food. So what do they do with the rest?
798是当代艺术的前沿，所以它给了我们一个能够施展的一个空间。
我在798也算最早的一批。像这件作品，这个形成实际上是跟798有密切关系，就这种一层层叠加，来表达那个时间的概念。
The advantage of 798 is you don't have to advertise your show. You can put up a placard and within 20 minutes you get a crowd because there was so much foot traffic. 798 was once one of the world's largest electronics factories. I've seen how heavy industry is being replaced by high-tech and service industries. Old factories in Beijing have closed, so you have all this real estate. And I think it's a genius idea to turn that into an art space. The newly prosperous Beijingers have now become art lovers and buyers.
所以这一幅作品呢，要算下来的话，大概在32万左右。
我个人还是最喜欢这件，我比较喜欢它。我觉得这件它表达的，通过这个艺术家，我觉得画完这种画呢，艺术家心情直接反映他个人。因为生活条件逐步好了，他需要用艺术来说装饰、美化自己的生活空间，或者包括办公、企业。
A lot of Chinese parents invest in art education for their kids, and I'm no exception. My son took an art class. Compared to the tuition, the paint ended up costing more. So I've been encouraging my son to paint more snow scenes on white canvases. Having spare cash is still a new experience for many people here, and they're experimenting with how to spend it. And in China, I'm not surprised to say we're spending it on eating out. We love our food. But we also love tech. Where there's civilization, there are Chinese restaurants. And being China, well, it was only a matter of time before robots took over to cater for all those hungry mouths.
我们整家餐厅呢有2000个平方，那它的餐位呢有600多个餐位，每天呢可以接待近4000到5000人次的一個用餐。
佢係應該係搬熟，全部都係薯條嚟嘅，冇人食，打開個蓋，呢個係雞髀。
那麼它的效率呢，1個小時可以出850盤菜。啊，它的業態涵蓋了快餐，然後火鍋，還有中餐這些業態。
I don't know about you guys, but when I go to a restaurant, I talk about the food. These guys seem more interested in the robots. Maybe the way they used to gossip about waiters. Ooh, that robot is hot.
一进来的时候就看到这么多机器人在帮我们炒菜，令我们大吃一惊，让我们眼界大开。
我们刚刚点了湯，因為我們廣東人喜歡喝湯。
Finally, someone mentions the food.
這個地方呢，平時不給看的哈，啊，今天給大家來去揭個秘啊。那大家會看到裡面，我們一共有上下呢是18個炒鍋，也就是我們18個大廚。
I'm sure people appreciate the taste of the food, but I think novelty is also a big part of the appeal. This is eating as the entertainment. I trained as a scientist, so behind the scenes at this restaurant is very familiar to me. It's just like a lab, and we too cooked and even brewed beer in the lab. Sorry, Professor.
它就会首先它炒一遍，然后我们把它的这个烹饪参数提出来，温度、时间呀，一些这个重量啊，一些料。然后呢，我们的工程师、烹饪工艺工程师和名厨一起合作，在这个锅上，还有比较安全又卫生了。
China's robot restaurants really came into their own during the pandemic.
他们2個厲害，很好。
印象最深就是这些上面那些减少人与人的那个。
其实如果是在正常的餐厅，其实是会经过很多人手的一个交换，然后才会到我们桌上。然后其实在这个过程中，其实会有很多的那种交叉污染的一个风险。
每个人想象中的机器人做菜，会觉得说没有温度、没有灵魂。但是呢，当他们来到之后体验之后，那么它出来的成品其实比想象中的要更好一些。
Eating out with the family, a passion for tech and good hygiene, not forgetting heart and soul. To me, that's one definition of a comfortable life. And as for the staff here, there's one major advantage. They don't get jealous or tired of you. When I was growing up, there was so little choice in entertainment. I didn't hear much popular music at all. I got exposed to American music in college. I loved classical rock. Then I got into hip-hop because it's in my blood. I'm part Wu-Tang Clan, as far as you know. Now in China, you're spoiled for choice. As the audience for popular music widens, a homegrown music scene is emerging with a twist. With so much music available on streaming sites, how do fans find music they might like? Well, the answer, as for so many things in China now, is artificial intelligence.
然后我们用这个脑电波的这个设备叫 EEG， 我们去感知它脑子里面不同的区域，给它听不同类型的音乐，去感知什么样的音乐的特征。那当人他比较激动的时候呢，我们会看到这部分的信号会比较活跃。
The team at Tencent's QQ music streaming service have used AI to spot what will be a hit with Chinese audiences. But singer Jia Li was a puzzle to the techies.
我们的算法发现有一个音乐人，他的作品，但是我们看到他的受关注度，所以我们也看了一下，哇，这个音乐人好厉害，这个音乐人叫应嘉丽。
So Wu Bin decided to get her into the lab.
这边，因为听说你现场也有2首新歌嘛，所以我们也现场录一下，然后我们也会当场有一个分析。其实我们现在也不知道结果会怎么样。
星期天。
Can the algorithm spot what's going wrong?
当音乐人他上传了一个作品之后呢，1分钟之内，其实我们的算法去预测这个音乐它在未来它可能潜在的受众有多大呀，或者说它的旋律是不是抓耳呀？
最后一段的唱法稍微变一下，
要奔放出来，
奔放出来。
我们并不合适。在我还没有看到他的时候，我会比较茫然，就我也会想，他是怎么去像一个人脑一样去判断这些因素的？因为我觉得这个音乐是个太主观的艺术了。没有缝隙的土壤，即刻的愉快转快，也不能把。或者说看看其他的歌跟这个的区别在哪里？对，会这样的看。这个位置是特别高的，各个维度都比较高，然后这个受众的大小也很高，对，所以我们会认为这个歌要火。这个还挺出乎我意料的。对，总体上我觉得今天算法的打分是蛮成功的，因为我个人的感受就跟它基本上完全是一致的。
AI analysis reveals that it's a lack of promotion and not a music that's holding Jia Li back.
那这样的第一个好处就是，其实整个音乐行业它的内容，它整体的质量是在往上走。音乐人他们的收入可能也会在上升，更多的音乐人他能够让自己的作品被听到，或体验是在上升。
It's fascinating to see how the entertainment industry in all its forms is evolving in China as people's disposable income rises. Take stand-up.
7 years ago, there was only one stand-up comedy club in Beijing, and now it has more than 10 and up to 20 shows a night.
Jia Li's story has given me an idea. If the algorithm works for music, I wonder if I could use it myself.
Just in case you go to a crowd and there are some sadistic audience members there who will not laugh even though the joke is funny. With AI technology, we can actually measure their brainwaves and just like, hey, you're not laughing, but I know you enjoy this.
When I came back to China in 2013, I was amazed to see how interested people have become in fashion, and really intrigued by the popularity of fashion inspired by history.
I can't get my hands off.
What you wear influences how you behave.
I love the ancient Chinese outfits. When you're wearing hanfu like this, you wouldn't greet people with, have you eaten? You go with, are you well?
年轻人对我们的文化，他会更自信。那么他们觉得我们穿上自己的衣服，我们复兴自己的文化，会认为理所当然。
最初我们是在2006年底创业的，
最开始汉服不被了解，但是我觉得我们中国人需要了解自己的文化，了解这个是一种独特的一个美和一种气韵。但是我们希望在现代去复兴它，去传承它。
这个很有宋代的典型的这个特色。
因为今年是宋代流行嘛，然后就拿这种球鹿纹一个比较典型的纹样，然后去套用这个壁画上的感觉。
You might think dressing in Hanfu is just a kind of cosplay, but the appeal goes much deeper. Hanfu fans believe they're reconnecting with the authentic Chinese culture.
宝贝们，你们看，糖宝们，大家好。大家可以看到，它是这个
一片式的一个送膜，然后中间这里呢就是做了一个收绳的。
The designers draw their inspiration from ancient artifacts dug up by archaeologists.
I like it.
好，谢谢大家，比心比心。
China is like a living museum in some ways. It has a very rich history. With people having more leisure time and people pursuing quality of life, they're going to put more emphasis and appreciation on history.
就是我们的中国人的衣服和我们的身体和我们的环境和我们的思想哲学生活方式等等的，它都是非常能够完整的契合在一起的。
The proof they're on trend is in the numbers. In 2019, the number of people identifying as fans of Hanfu rose by over 70%.
它代表文化我特别喜欢，就是它能够展现中国传统女性的美。我觉得穿上我自己很特别。
我们不是 copy 古代的生活，就是我们不是回到过去。哇！带着我们的老祖先留下来的宝贵的财富，是奔向未来的。
王希给您请安了。I wish you well. God. Oh, come on. I'm in the middle of something, okay? Talk to you later. Jesus.
As people in China have more leisure time, they also become curious to explore the country and to try new things, including sports that were unheard of when I was growing up, like rock climbing.
这个断层面的话，就是一个进行攀岩的一个最好的一个地貌。
Yeah, bungee jumping and skydiving, scuba diving have all become very popular in China.
Remote and beautiful regions like Guizhou now draw thrill-seeking adventurers. Here, it's possible to take part in all kinds of sports, from the scary to the masochistic.
飞到达栈道式攀岩的话，它是整个攀岩的一个线路，它是已经由这个工作人员全部都是已经挂好这个安全点，它的每一个点之间都是由那个钢索，这个钢索是完全贯通整条线。如果说平常不是特别爱运动哈，稍微会有一点吃力，但是如果说正常的人群的话，还是可以能完成这项运动的。
Well, I think of myself as normal, but I don't think I'm going to be trying that anytime soon.
Man, it's hard to watch them climb the cliff. Nobody told them there are stairs on the other side.
But joking aside, these thrill seekers are helping boost the economy in remote regions like this.
We used to know Guizhou as one of the poorest provinces in China, but right now they're both developing tourism and IT industry. So that province is coming up really fast.
我印象特别深的时候，就是在10年前，大概我们到贵阳，就是省会贵阳，我们车程大概是要15个小时，但是近10年的话，现在已经可以把车程做到2个半小时。
15 hours travel down to 2.5. Those are impressive numbers. Still a long way to drive to hang off a cliff, in my opinion. But proof that if you build a road, tourists will come, kicking off a virtuous circle where local people can benefit too.
这公园建好了以后，就很直观的一个感受。现在很多年轻人都回来了，加入我们整个攀岩公园的一些工作，就保安啊、保洁啊，包括一些服务生啊。
Back at 798 Art District, it's interesting to see what China's art lovers are buying these days, because I think it tells us a lot about Chinese identity as the country contemplates the next stage in its story.
I love their painting of corn because it was something I saw after harvest each year as a child.
That building is called 板楼, meaning something like concrete tower. They're so ubiquitous in Chinese cities that it makes someone like me feel like home. Like the young people in their Hanfu-inspired clothing, paintings like these are all about expressing what it means to be Chinese. People are proud of what's been achieved here in their lifetime. And they're looking for ways to show their confidence. Looking for ways to be thoroughly modern while remaining authentically Chinese. Rising incomes are leading to more opportunities for entertainment and fun of all kinds. To a deeper interest in exploring China's ancient culture. In fact, to a greater confidence in what it means to be Chinese today. And to me, recognizing that is a kind of prosperity in itself. When I first came back to China, I actually found a nice place in 798. Jesus Christ, 798. I'm bad with numbers. 798.